Hey, Tune Vinyl community, this is Memphis Vinyl Jim, and of course, the North Carolina boys.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Playing in the background. Awesome on Peacock Records.
Yep, from Houston.
Yeah, some soul gospel. Right here, the missus and I got this VCLT from Tim.
Look how cool the bass player is.
Yeah.
It's all
I know.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's
Mighty
a very
classic
prestigious
joy.
label. It's really, really cool. I thought you guys would appreciate the soul, the old soul.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Took the trip here to North Carolina, having a great time. We had some barbecue. It was just all right, y'all. No, it was actually really good.
No, it was really
They're
good.
fighting words.
Yeah. He was not saying that earlier.
Yeah, so we brought some stuff for you guys and thought we'd make a little video of those things we brought from Memphis. You know, our Memphis color code.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
records are really just an excuse to make a video.
There you go. Exactly.
I just feel like when I see other people, when Memphis Vinyl and the Misses visit other people, I watch the videos because it's just cool to see people together. So I think we need to make a video no matter what.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm going to show off my stuff real quick and then
Okay.
then off over to you, Tim, all right?
okay.
So,
Sounds good, sir.
everyone knows that I know a thing or two about quad records. And look at this. We got Chicago Quad. So now I can hear the Peter Cetera in 4 channels. So who doesn't love that? Awesome. Fantastic. And now I've got 3 quad records. So it's like a bullet train, right? It's happening.
So that's your
And
thing, right?
That's
You do it?
well, my
I didn't realize
thing,
that.
my favorite band is the Kinks. Look what I got. The Kinks Controversy. This is a fantastic record. Stereo, so that's even cooler because, you know, mono seems to be for this period. And stereo on Reprise. It's Reprise, by the way, not
All right.
Reprise.
Oh.
Learned that from Nancy Sinatra because that's her father's label. So it's
Okay.
Reprise Records. So that is. I'm not going to say a grail. That's great. It's fantastic. I just love it. And another quad record, so this is number 4, is Elvis, Aloha from Hawaii, by a Satellite. You know, Satellite was kind of a new thing, so the idea of somebody in Hawaii live in 71, 72, and
On regular TV.
on regular TV.
My
Just,
mother was telling me that. On regular TV.
yeah, it was on NBC. So, you
That'd
know,
be pay-per-view today.
absolutely, $50. And then, you know, this is Elvis right at his, you know, well, I guess the Memphis period there. So, you
I
know,
know his career.
that's my favorite Elvis is the Memphis albums, and this is it. So, wonderful. And I didn't know what this is, but all I saw was Herbie Hancock, and I knew this is going to be for me. And it's on CTI, so this is going to be great, great stuff. And look at this, 13-minute version of Too High by Stevie Wonder. So you know these guys are going to be playing it. So and look how fancy they are with the Blake sleeves here. They're not afraid.
Shout out to Blake, the best sleeve that's ever been.
You're doing it, pal. So, and New Dimension, the Imperials. So this is, again, another Memphis.
Memphis Color, you know, the thing is, Elvis had those gospel influences, had the Stamps, the Imperials, and of course, the Sweet Inspirations. So he took it for real when he went out on tour. Love any of that.
I like that heartwarming.
Heartwarming. So
Yeah.
that's a sweet label there. And I can't wait to listen to this. Now, I've heard the Sweet Inspirations, but I've never heard of the Imperials, so I'm looking forward to that. And then, look at this thing, the Classotron. It looks like the monolith from 2001. And this is excerpts from all the great literature of ever. So this is a 12-sided, 6-record set of, you know, everything from, we got Thomas Paine to Odyssey by Homer, Macbeth, Ivanhoe. So now I can, you know, I can say, oh, in Ivanhoe, you know, I can rattle off something. I didn't even read it. I just got the record.
Is it one person reading it? All from people?
You know, that's an excellent question. I don't know.
Interesting.
But
That's
but it's selected and introduced by Professor Floyd Zuley.
That's obviously serious.
Zool. All right. Well, thanks.
It sounds like it's like the older version of audiobooks. I like it.
That's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the VCLT live in person. Tim, take it away.
There you go.
So since we were just having a little trip, it was always fun to share some things. These are, actually, I'm sorry. Chris actually gave me a couple classical records. I have those in the car right now, but I'm not as trained on classical, so he recommends them, correct?
Beethoven.
Beethoven. I mean, I know who they are.
You can't go wrong.
I have a Mozart, but that's all I really have, except, yeah. But he knows I'm also a big fan of Ahmad Jamal. So this is Ahmad Jamal Trio, the Pershing, I pronounce. Yeah, on Argo. I know certain jazz albums. I don't dig into it too crazy, but I always like it. And like I mentioned to the missus, I kind of try to stick with one artist and try to keep on going with that. How do you pronounce that anyway? How do you pronounce that? That really famous song of his?
Poinciana?
Poinciana, I think it is. It's a very, very famous song of his, which I think a lot of people know. So I don't have this copy. This is really great. He passed this on to me. It's on the Argo label, which I think is one of the older record labels that he was on for his first few albums. I have another one from Argo as well. And then he also gave me a really great, passed me on a copy of Only the Lonely. I have one copy of this that I found in a thrift store. It wasn't in the best shape, but I kind of got it anyway. We were just talking earlier today about some Frank Sinatra albums that are kind of like concept albums to kind of have a nice view. I'm sharing one storyline, and this is one of them. And I just love the artwork. In my opinion, it's a really, really cool cover. So I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, sad Sinatra is usually the best Sinatra. So I'm not really that. I don't really need to have like New York on all the time. Now and then the Memphis Vinyl Gym and the Misses brought me some things as well, which is also always appreciated. This is an Elvis record. Do you want to give some information about? Do you know about these records?
Oh yeah, that's the
obviously a
comeback
live
special,
one.
1968. It was very, very famous. He did the leather, then he did that white suit. What you have there is the him singing "If I Can Dream." It's just amazing.
And I don't have much Elvis, honestly. Like sometimes you always get into more. I've heard the gospel albums of Elvis, but nothing else really. So I'm excited to have this. So this is a live record as well. Correct?
Wasn't that the gateway for LJ, by the way? Shout out to LJ. We
Hey,
sent him
LJ.
that night, an Elvis fan.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
Cool.
It's the comeback special.
Well, that's
so
definitely a
it's
trustworthy member in the DC. So, and then this is, like I said, most of these people I don't know anything of, which is exciting. So I'm kind of hoping you can help me with your little tidbits on there. This is the Heisman. Is this the one that was Memphis?
Not affiliated with Elvis, but also a Memphis Christian 60s type band. So.
And they came up with the trophy, right?
And Harvest Records. I'm guessing
Heisman
something.
trophy?
Oh,
Not a
Heisman
Christian. I've never seen the record. I've never seen this label either before, so I'm not sure if you can get a view of it at all or not. But Harvest Records. It's kind of nice. Yeah.
nice.
It's always nice to have something new. This next one here, kind of takes me a while to get used to putting this thing back in Blake's space. You might have to postpone the video for the next 5 minutes while I put this in there. But we have here the Van Dykes. When I saw it right away, this is the first one I kind of was like, it's going to be the one for me. So this is a sealed copy of a group called the Van Dykes on Solid Smoke Records, which hasn't been opened yet, so I'm not sure exactly. Probably wait until I open it when I listen to it. But it sounds pretty good. Do you guys know anything about them, or you just kind of found it?
Well, it's similar to the Mighty Clouds of Joy, like soul gospel, but I think out of San Antonio, Houston, somewhere in the same area, same time period. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
interesting.
Actually,
You
this
picked that for me, and I picked it for you.
Yeah, and Solid Smoke. Actually, Solid Smoke's from San Francisco. That's where the label's based out, is what it says. But I haven't read the whole story up on here. There's 7 tracks on each side, so there's probably a lot of meat on this album. So that should be fun. Little 2-minute snippets of gospel music. This one here is Together. Pete Seeger and Arlo Guthrie in concert. I don't have any Pete Seeger. I don't know if that's a thing that's a bad thing or not. I haven't listened to him before. I've heard Arlo Guthrie's the restaurant. What's the restaurant? Alice's Restaurant. That's the one album I've heard. But I don't really know much about either one of them. So, do you guys own this record as well?
Yes.
It's a great record.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. So this is a
Very folky.
What's that? Very folky.
Yeah.
Cool.
We see you as folky. You like that folk roots kind of.
Yeah, I do.
Music.
I do. I like finding sort of obscure little folk music, so that's really good too. And this one right here, I was really excited about. This is I said maybe I'm the only guy that collects him. This is Glenn Yarbrough and the Havenstock River Band. I haven't heard the Havenstock River Band, and I've never seen this Impress label before. But Glenn Yarbrough is just a guy. He's the only Y's in my Y collection, and he just has a really nice falsetto sort of timbre voice, and I just think his voice is so extraordinary. So whenever I see his stuff, it's usually not expensive at all, but it's just always interesting. I actually have a live album of his that's incredible. So this is just a new one for the Glenn Yarbrough. So this is a really great one I have in the collection. So thank you very much, both of you.
Yeah.
It's really nice of you guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
And the farm is just
yes.
beautiful in person.
Loving the Dixieland.
Thank you. That's true.
This guy works 23 hours a day.
Sun up to sundown.
We're gonna start having work with his shirt off soon out in the field.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Say hello to
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.